This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, Davian. And
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy Jane. This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Godfather of Swole, the OG that can still go here on Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the internet, the trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox. Sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One. I am, of course, your host, James J. And it is our first day for wrestling because we are wrestling with the Godfather of Swole.
Hey, what's going on, James? Thanks for having me on, brother.
Absolutely. Where's the Mafia of Swole hitting next against us?
This Saturday, brother, I am wrestling for Next Level Pro Wrestling, the promotion based out of Sacramento. You can find them at Next Level Pro Wrestling on Instagram or Next Level Pro Wrestling on Facebook. We do TV, so we do a TV taping on Saturday. We have a venue where that was an old car garage that we turned into a TV studio. So we have about 120 people in the live audience. And we film about a 3-hour show. We get 3-4 episodes out of it for a month, for a weekly TV program called Thursday Night Throwdown, which you can find on Zebo TV through a Roku device, and of course on the internet on Zebo.tv.
Okay. And where can we find you on social media and your merchandise?
You can find me on Instagram at Godfather of Swole Mafia. On both Instagram and Facebook, and also have a YouTube channel, Godfather of Swole. So either one of those, you can find anything about me there. See on my mats, you can see where I'm going to work at next. Everything about me.
And where can we get merchandise?
Off Instagram.
Okay, so just DM
everything's there. My social media, everything's there.
Perfect. And you don't have to go looking for it. All of the links to all his social media will be in the description of the video below on YouTube and Castbox.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. So let's get into it. You work for Level Up Pro and California Championship Wrestling. Can you tell us about your relationship with those companies?
Well, actually, I'm independent, so I work for a lot of companies. Those are one of the two that I do, but the main one that I work for is Next Level Pro Wrestling in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why I trained. They have a school called the Pro Wrestling Academy. And so, I was a former champ. I just lost the belt last show. Now I'm on my way try to chase it back. But, like I said, it's based out of Sacramento. We do TV. We film in different locations. We just signed a deal with the city of Sacramento to do a show for them, one show a month for them for the next couple of years. And so those are also going to be taped and be used for TV. So we got a lot going on with Next Level Pro Wrestling. It's only been around about 3-4 years.
That's great. It sounds like things are heating up for Next Level.
Oh, they are. It's going awesome, man. It's a trip seeing how far we've come in such a short amount of time, and we've been developing a lot of new talent with our school, and we've been getting a lot of good people to work with us. And like I said, we have the city. One of the city council members is a huge pro wrestling fan, and he reached out to us to do a partnership with them and do shows in different parts of Sacramento throughout the year to bring the community together. So we'll have a wrestling show, and the city pays for it, and they'll invite the crowd to come for free, and they'll do all kinds of things for them, and they provide the venue and everything. We just got to provide the entertainment.
That's awesome. Now, you mentioned it. You were the next level heavyweight champion.
Mhm.
What did winning that championship mean to you?
Well, it meant a lot. I mean, up till now, that's been like the coolest moment I've had so far in my career. And it's not necessarily just, that you get to be champ, but it was like how it got set up, how it happened, and, the back end story to it. You see, I started training for pro wrestling at the age of 44. I'm about to be 47 in April. So, I'm not supposed to be, I shouldn't even be wrestling anymore at my age, and especially starting at the age of 44. So when they put the
Right.
belt on me, I mean, it was such an honor that, they thought I earned it, they thought I worked for it, and, it was when your peers, the booker, the promoter, they put the championship on you because they believe in you, and they think you can do something with it. So it was a huge honor. It was a huge honor.
Is that a moment you take in the moment, or is that something that kind of sets in afterward? Like, wow, I did this.
You know what? It's two parts because after the match and they announced my name and they raised I started crying. I started crying like real tears came out of my eyes. And then when I came home at night, and it was just me by myself in my living room on my couch, that's when it really hit me. I was like, oh wow, this 7-year-old me who's been wrestling my Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy forever, having that match, winning his belt, that's how I felt. 7-year-old me on my bed, pinning my Hulk Hogan buddy, and raising the belt over my. That's how I felt, man. Like 7-year-old me finally made it.
I get you.
Yeah.
No, I mean you mentioned it. You started at 44.
Correct. Correct.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of starting your wrestling career? A little later in life.
Well, the advantage that I've had being older is having my head level in what I'm doing. Not getting into my head. Coming with maturity. You know, and understanding what slowing down means. If you ever trained to be a pro wrestler, they tell you to slow down, and that's something that I caught on to right away. And I think it was not because it was intentional; it was more because, well, I'm 44, so I really can't go that fast, to begin with. And so it worked out for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
The disadvantage is that unfortunately I won't be able to do this that long, and my body reminds me every day that I am my age, and there's no way I'm going to be able to do this past 50 if I can make it that far. So, but it's all right though, because I mean, I'm having a great time. I'm having the time of my life. My 19-year-old son is almost done with his training, and he's going to be a second generation wrestler real soon, and working with me and all that. So I'm really excited about that.
And I believe he just made his in-ring debut. He had his
Yeah,
first
he
match.
did. Last weekend, exactly, for California Championship Wrestling. It wasn't planned. It wasn't supposed to be that way. He's not done with his training, but there was a no-show, and the booker needed one. And I always, I've been teaching my son, carry your gear whenever you're with me. You never know, and they need one. And so he came ready, and he was available, and he did really well. I'm really proud of him.
What was that moment like?
And
Seeing your son,
that
compete in
that
the.
was bigger than me winning the belt. So I take that back. That's not the coolest thing that's happened. Seeing my son up there, the fan in me, the proud dad in me came out. That was better. It was awesome, man. I'm so proud of him. I mean, he's come such a long way, and he's the reason why I even got into wrestling because I wanted to spend time with him, and do stuff with him. So it's something we're doing together, and it just happens that we both love it just as much, and it's something that we've always done. Wrestling's always been a big part of us. And so now we're doing it together, and it's awesome, man. I'm a proud dad, as you can tell.
Well, it does seem like pro wrestling, when it comes to the Godfather, is a family affair. Your
Exactly.
daughter just started pro wrestling training as well, no?
Yeah, he's been training for a year. He's my younger brother. He's 34, so he started a little later too. Um, yeah, he's come out on TV with me a few times. He's still got to finish his training, but yeah, it's a family thing. He's more into the hardcore stuff, ECW, old stuff like that. I'm not. But yeah, but it's a family affair. I mean, we're all involved, and it's awesome, man. But it all started when I got in, and everybody followed, so that's been pretty cool. Being part of my family is like being part of the circus, brother.
Right. And your daughter too, right?
Yeah, my 16-year-old daughter. She trained for a little while. She's taking time off right now because she's gone to her high school thing right now. Hanging out with her friends and being social and all that. But yeah, she's also trained, and she's a big, huge fan. She's probably my #1 fan. So she's all about it. She loves going to shows, and she loves being around the wrestlers. And she'll be back in there soon enough.
I did notice that she did aid you in some of your matches. She
Yeah. Yeah, she has, man. I use everybody in my family, man. My wife's next. I gotta use her next. You gotta have fun with it, brother. I started late. I don't know how many matches I got left. So, I mean, everything that's happened, I never expected it to go this well, but to have this much success, and it's so fast, and having my family around me, it just makes it so special because I don't, even though I go to shows and all that, but they're always with me, so I don't have to leave my family to go do this. They're part of the show with me, So it's been awesome.
I mean, has it been discussed, you and your son tag team?
Yeah, that's in the works. That's in the works. We want to be, a team and see what we can do with that. And then, he can break up on his own as soon as he's ready. And that would be awesome. That would be a dream come true, teaming with him.
And, I mean, are you more excited to team with him or be on the opposite side of the ring with him?
Oh, we're going to do both, brother. You think Dominic and Ray got nothing on us? We're going to give you guys some drama. We're going to have a lot of drama. We got a lot of drama we can air out in the wrestling storylines between me and him and all that. It'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely. That's something that we do want to do. Work together, work against each other. I mean, it is a dream match that we want to have before it's over with him.
Hey.
It has to happen. It has to happen. I got to pass the torch eventually, right?
Huh?
I said I have to pass the torch eventually. So.
Oh, hell yeah.
What better way than one-on-one with your kid?
Right. Right. Oh. Well, let's talk about right now. And the right now is the 209. Can you tell us about your relationship with the other members, Michael, Sean, CJ, Dirt, and Big Emma? Santino D. Martinez as well.
Yeah, so this independent wrestling. So a part of 209 KLIQ. We're similar to the NWO. We stole their gimmick, and it's been working for us really, really great. We probably sell more merchandise, those shirts, than anybody else sells anything else. The 209 shirts everywhere. And so Michael Sean is one of the people that helped train me when I started over at Next Level Pro Wrestling, and CG Dirt as well. And Matt Freeman, he also works with Next Level, and it's just a bunch of guys, just a bunch of friends, and it just worked out that we like to work together and we get along, and we annoy the hell out of people. We're a heel faction, and man, we get so much heat, brother. I mean, we get booed out the building, we get death threats, we get everything. It's awesome, and we're all good friends, man. And then my son's part of it now. So they're all good guys. Santino, he's a high school wrestling coach in real life. know, Michael Shaw's a carpenter, great guy, family man. You know, Matt Freeman, he's an awesome dude, man. MMA fighter, shit talker. He's a guy you want to be friends with when you're gonna get in a bar fight. There's one you want on your side. Yeah, that guy's a legit shooter, man. Cool dude. Glad he's my friend.
Now,
But yeah, we go to different places and terrorize the place. And we just broke up on Saturday. All right, yeah. So yeah, I turned on. Well, actually, they turned on me, so I had to spear on both. So I speared Michael Shawn and Matt Freeman on Saturday because they got mad at me. Oh man, you see the clip? So yeah, we're gonna Rio Linda 21. That's our TWS biggest show of the year. Mr. WrestleMania. It's built up for Michael Shawn and I to have a one-on-one. So, like I said, he's one of my former trainers, and one of my trainers. So I'm looking forward to having a match with him, man. It's gonna be fun. You know, wrestling your friends is a lot of fun.
and him being your coach, your trainer, is that like a moment in itself? Because like, when obviously, he trained you, so it kind of be in the ring with him as a
I've been in the ring with them a few other times, when I first started. But this one is huge because it's at the venue that we're having it at. It's a historic venue here. It's a big, it's going to be like our version of WrestleMania, And so it's on the big card, and it's going to be a packed crowd. There's going to be several hundred people there, and it's just, because Rio Mania, it's a big deal. So yeah, that makes it more special. We're going to go out there and we're going to try to steal the show and have a lot of fun doing it.
Now, this has to be another moment. You wrestled in the Golden One Center. I believe that's that's a WWE arena. So like,
yeah, that's where the Sacramento Kings play.
Yeah, so
that's where they like to be, brother.
Competing in a building that big, a WWE one shows there. What did that mean to you?
Man, it was quite an experience. It was intimidating because you go into the through the back where other players go through.
Yeah.
We got to use the away team's locker room. The legit pro team locker room that's so fancy and has leather seats and it's really cool, man. And then when you walk out the tunnel to walk into where the ring is at, and you see all the seats, man. It's like you look up and you see nothing but seats everywhere, and it's just like, oh my God, wow, what am I doing here? Like I don't belong here. It's like, how is it that me, of all people, is here at the Golden One, about to wrestle in front of thousands of people, man? It was an awesome experience, man. It was awesome. It was different than anything else I've done up to that point, And I would love to do it again.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but a couple months prior to that, you actually saw AEW in the same arena, no?
Yeah, you did your homework, brother. Yeah, I did. I did. I was there as a fan, watching some of my friends wrestle in the dark matches. It was cool. It was, yeah, exactly. And then I went to go see John Cena. I took my son to go see John Cena at the same place in September. It was awesome.
Is that like a full circle moment to some degree?
Yeah, I never thought about it, but it is. It is, man. Because I'm still a fan at heart, brother. I mean, I'm still a mark. It's just cool, man. Like, wrestling has given me so much in such a short amount of time since I've been involved, and I'm just really thankful that what it's done for me, man. It's completely changed my life, man. I had no idea I was going to do all this. I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I signed up to the Pro Wrestling Academy.
Now, before you were the Godfather of Swole, can you tell us about KLIQ?
Oh my God! So, Flicks the Baller. That was my first alter ego, brother. back in the early 2000s, when remember that movie, well, Backyard Wrestling was huge.
Yes.
And there was a independent movie maker, director that found us. I was called Total Wrestling Chaos out of Modesto, Backyard Wrestling Fed. Bunch of teenagers, man. Bunch of kids, high school kids that started. I had just graduated college. That was my first job out of college. So I was a little older. I was like 22. I was older than everybody else by a few years. And all the other kids were like in high school or just graduated high school. And they had a backyard promotion, and they did shows once a month. And I just saw that they an ad about it in the paper, and I went to go try and do it. Anyways, they let me join. I became a backyard wrestler, and my name was Flicks the Baller, which is like a ripoff of Razor Ramon, and like a drug dealer kind of guy, tough guy, whatever, heel, and yeah, that's who Flicks the Baller is. Man. I did that for a couple of years, and then I said, what am I doing? I'm a professional now. I gotta be husband and grow up. You know what I mean? But it was fun. So it was a director. I'm sorry, a movie director that found us on our website, and I'll send you the link so you can look at it. It's an old website, and he did a movie. It's called The Backyard, which you can buy and watch. And he went all over the world, different places in the world, in the United States, backyard wrestling promotion, and he did a movie about backyard wrestling. And I got to come out of that movie, a little cameo there. And the main guy in the movie was my friend, the Flying Lizard. His name was Andrew Cook, and he ended up, being the star of the movie, and got to do some cool stuff with that for a little while. And so that's Flicks the Baller. That's where he came from. That's funny. I think he was gonna come up.
Did you learn anything in your backyard days that kind of helped you when you did eventually start pro?
Not at all, brother. I was not trained at all. We were just hitting each other with crap. I did not know what we were doing, bro. I did not know what we were doing. There's no way. I was a yarder, untrained yarder. That's all I was. We were just going through tables, hitting each other with shit,
Right.
Yeah. Thinking we're doing moves, but no. We didn't know what we were doing. I did not know what I was doing. Surprised I never got hurt. But we got good crowds, and we were having fun.
Right. Right. I think that's a good segue into the Godfather's Bizarre Adventure. You're a pro wrestler that goes up and down the roads, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a road story that fits that description?
Well, I don't have anything like that yet, brother. I don't think. Everywhere I've been, everything's worked out. I haven't had any serious injuries. I haven't been in like oh shit moment in the ring where I thought I was hurt. I did have my first like a hardcore match, I guess, was with thumbtacks and kendo sticks and everything you could think of. But it was called Fans Bring the Weapons.
Okay.
And I wrestled my head trainer Tony Vargas. His kind of match. That's what he does, right? And so I took a German suplex that broke my shoulder, my AC joint. So I wrestled the rest of the match with one arm. I tore my shoulder. And then that was the first time I got hit with kendo sticks and whips. And that was probably like, that right there was like, oh my God, because that hurt so fucking bad. Those kendo sticks fucking hurt, like, oh my God. You're like, what the fuck? You get offended, And I took a few of those, and I got scars on my back because of it. So that's probably like the one time when I got hit or took a move, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck was that? Please don't do it to me again. And then, bah, does it to me again, So, yeah, I'm not a hardcore deathmatch kind of guy. I learned I'll do one, that's it. I'm one and done. I'd rather get slammed on thumbtacks than get hit with kendo sticks any day.
Well, at least you could say you tried it.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I was probably one of the best matches I've had. I mean, everybody loved the match, obviously. Gigging was easier than that. I mean, when you cut yourself open in the head, that's so much easier than getting hit with kendo sticks, man. So yeah, bro, that's probably it. That one, the whips, the catching sticks, that kind of stuff. That shit hurts. Hurts a lot. You can't make that work. I mean, that's gonna hurt. You gotta swing.
Now, before pro wrestling, you were a professional bodybuilder, no?
I was a professional. I was one step below that. I was a national qualifying bodybuilder in the men's physique division. I did that for 9 years. Um, it was just I've always been into sports and all that. I played basketball for a long time, and then when I stopped playing basketball at 36, I got into bodybuilding because I've always worked out, and that division kick started in 2012. And when I saw it the first time, I was like, man, I think this is something I can do. So I trained, and a year later, I did my first show, and I got hooked, And so I did that up until July of 2021, when I ran into the Super Beast, Chris Crody, at the gym, and he talked me into trying pro wrestling, and that's how that came about. Super Beast talked me into going to meet his buddies at the Pro Wrestling Academy, and convinced me. I showed up and I signed up, and that's how I ended up here. And I quit bodybuilding to do wrestling. I was about to turn pro, and I stopped. I took my first bump and I fell in love.
Interesting. So you could have gone pro.
Yeah, I was already there, but I've always wanted to be a pro wrestler, and then my window of time of opportunity is really small, So it's like,
Right.
if I'm going to do this, I can't do both. It's hard, When I first got into wrestling, I was trying to do both, but it's really difficult. The training is different, the dieting is different, and if I'm the type of person, I'm going to focus. I'm going to do so. I got to focus and really give everything to it. I just can't half-ass it or do. You can't give 100% to two different things. It's really not. At least I can't. I can't do that.
Right.
So especially if you want to be great at it or good at it, you have to commit, and really put in the time and the work, So
Did you take anything from the bodybuilding world that helped you in your pro wrestling career?
I think it broke. Can you hear me?
You're a little bit you're going in and out.
Yeah, I was there. Okay. Go ahead. Anyways, ask me that question. You just asked me.
Yeah. Are you did you take anything from from your experiences in the bodybuilding world that helped you in your pro wrestling career? Hello, can you hear me?
Right.
Yes.
And so with the discipline to focus on something and doing it, seeing it through, because when you're bodybuilding, you're on a schedule to eat your meals, and a schedule to go train, on the schedule to go to bed on time, on the schedule like for every little thing. It's a really disciplined life, and so that helped me with pro wrestling. With the training outside of the ring, the training in the ring. How you eat, how you conduct yourself, everything. That you make time for what's important, and you can get all your stuff in.
Right.
So, yeah, bodybuilding has helped me a lot with that. Just the discipline part of my life.
Okay. Now, can you tell us about your role in the Ravenwood movie?
So I am the lead villain in that movie. So Ravenwood is a movie that I was a part of, that we filmed last April of last year through Sunblade Studios. L. Byer is the director. And I was at a TWF show wrestling as a heel against a female, smacking her around against Kelly Page. It was a three-way. It was a triple threat match. Myself, CJ Dirt, and Kelly Page, Irish Rose. And I was beating her up, and the director just happened to be there in the audience. and she invited me to audition for the role for an action horror film. And mind you, I've never done acting, never thought about getting into acting. And so, yeah, I auditioned, I got the part, and I got to be this narcissistic, crazy guy named Mark, who's looking for his ex, who just got out of jail. He's looking for his ex-wife. He's trying to murder her. And so there's a monster involved, and all kinds of stuff. This movie happens in the woods, out in the forest, because that's how all horror movies have to happen. You have to chase a woman with a gun or a knife down the forest and try to kill her, right? And so I don't think there's going to be a sequel with me in it, because when I get killed pretty bad. But it was a fun experience, man. That I hope I'm able to do again. So there should be a trailer for the movie coming out soon. As far as the release date for it, I don't know yet. But we're supposed to be getting some information soon. So,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I cut you off.
Okay. So yeah, man, I'm excited about that, and hopefully that opens the door for more projects with in the movie industry.
Oh yeah. And you even did your own stunts, no? You took a swanton off a ledge.
I sure did. Yeah, it was cool. They let me do all that. They let me make some suggestions as far as like some of the scenes, like how to do some of the action scenes and all that. It was fun, man. It was it was really, really great experience.
Now, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but they put like a prosthetic on your face?
Yeah, yeah, makeup, all kinds of stuff. Like, yeah, I couldn't even see out of that thing, and that took a while to put on, man. It's a lot of downtime when you make movies. You sit down a lot and wait.
How long did it take for them to put that all on you? Because I know those things are a process.
Yeah, well, I know it took them a few hours to make it, and then when they put it on me, it took a little bit, about an hour or so. Because you have to wait for stuff to dry.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And I was blind the whole time. I had sticks coming out of my face and all kinds of stuff, and it was it was pretty interesting, man. You're just sitting there, can't see, don't know what's going on, and you got all this crap on your face.
And you mentioned, wanting to do this, again.
Yeah.
Maybe not as the heel this time?
Oh, I would be whatever. I mean, whatever. It's pretty cool. You get to I don't know, because in wrestling you're trying to be a character, right? You're trying to put them over. You're trying to and you mess with them to try to get him to the point where people react to it. So acting helped with that, because I had to become someone I'm not. A freaking think like a killer, think like a kind of like a crazy dude. And so it helped me. It helped me to be able to come out more of my shell with wrestling. Because I learned from like being around the actors and all that, how they prepare themselves and seeing how they do things. It really, really changed my mindset on how they work in the ring, as far as with character and all that, and who I'm supposed to be at that certain time in the ring.
That's a great segue into the colossal question. Let's say they're making a movie about you. Every movie has a soundtrack. What would be the first 3 songs on your movie soundtrack?
Mama Said Knock You Out, LL Cool J.
Oh yeah.
Little Troy Wanna Be a Baller. And the Number the G thing from Dr. Dre. Because it's going to be that kind of movie.
Okay.
A lot of action.
Solid 3 picks there, to say the least. Alright, now that we have the soundtrack down, then we write the script, and then we go to casting. Who plays the god? Who plays the Godfather of Swole, and you can't say yourself because you are obligated to make a Stanley-esque cameo.
Who is going to play me? Huh? Like a legit actor that's out right now?
I mean, you're one of the producers. It could be anybody, living, dead, young, old. CGI is a thing, so it doesn't matter.
I would have a young Vin Diesel play me
Oh yeah,
when he was buff.
I think Vin Diesel was still pretty swole, if I'm being honest.
He was when he did the first Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah. Now that we
And he's
have
bald too.
now that we have Godfather casted, every movie has a supporting cast. Who would be 3 people significant to you in your story that would be in your movie, and who would play them?
Wow, who would play my wife? If I say a name, you're gonna get me in trouble. So let's see. Man, who would play Hope? Who's your favorite actress, huh? These are hard questions, bro. This stuff I never thought about, man. We'll do let me see. We'll do Helen Hunt. For my wife. She used to be on that one TV show. I'm trying to pick a white woman. Oh, I don't know, bro. This is hard, man. I have no idea.
We can
Was
leave
that
that to casting if you'd like.
right? Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, go
I
on.
have no idea, bro. That's a hard one. That's a good trivia game night for the family.
Who would be 2 other people in your movie?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember all these actors' names. You know,
Yeah.
I want Johnny Depp in my movie. I want him to be the actor. I just don't know who he'd be. He'd be my brother.
Okay.
Johnny Depp could be my brother. And then let's see. And then we got to get Salma Hayek in there. She can be my crazy ex-wife. And then let's see. Who else do we need? Is that 3 already? I give you 3 already.
Yeah, you gave me 3. I mean, if you
All right,
want to keep going, you can.
Now let's go to the next question.
Okay. Well, it sounds like a great cast, a great soundtrack, definitely a blockbuster. You could pre-order the tickets now. On to a controversial subject.
Okay,
Pineapple on pizza. What's your stand?
definitely. It goes on pizza, brother.
Okay.
I eat pineapple on my pizza.
So you are pro pineapple on pizza.
Pro pineapple, yes.
Okay. What's your spirit Pokemon?
What's my who?
What's your spirit Pokemon?
I don't know. How do I find out?
I mean, it's just the one that you identify the most with.
The only one I know is Pikachu. I don't know their names. I never watched it. That's before my time. That's after my time. My kids were into it. But that's how old I am. You know. But I've never been into the Pokemon. So, but I would just say Pikachu because he's the only one I know.
We'll accept that answer.
What was that?
We will accept that answer.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't watch Pikachu or a Pokemon.
Now, we love the late great Tracy Smothers on the show. Do you know the acronym for THUG? THUG.
The acronym for Thug. This is from Tracy.
Yeah.
I don't. What is it?
T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail. 'Cause a Doug can't spell.
That's funny. That's the first time I hear that one.
Yes, we love the late great Tracy Smothers, trying to keep the memory alive on the show.
Yeah, that's awesome of you.
Now, the weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview, hopefully. Would you ever consider wrestling a Rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual physical Rock.
Yeah, and I'll put the Rock over too.
Alright.
It'll be the pebble, a little pebble.
Yes.
Hey, we're trained to work with mops and brooms, bro. So we can definitely do a Rock.
Oh yeah. Well, just for context, there's this wrestler named Psycho Mike that wrestled an actual Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. That's an Iron Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
What? That's on YouTube?
Yes, I can send it to you.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'd like to watch that. It should be entertaining.
Yes,
Wow.
I will not spoil it for you. On a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I still hopefully retired from in-ring action, but not from the business. I'm currently an assistant coach with the Pro Wrestling Academy.
Okay.
So I get to train students now. I'm working my way to do backstage stuff on show day, as far as with the booking and the TV product, down the line. That's what I see myself doing when I'm done wrestling. It's being involved behind the scenes with Next Level Pro Wrestling. We got a good system going. We got a good program over here, and it's growing, and it's a lot of good things happening with it. And so I see myself expanding that, helping expand that, and just making it a better product, and just having it grow.
And what's a match people should go out of their way to see that best shows off what the Godfather is all about?
That I've had already?
Yes.
There's a few. Well, I guess that hardcore match I had with Tony Vargas. I had one with Super Beast Chris Crody that I'm really proud of. I just had one with Dave Wasted on Saturday as a heel, and my son was involved in the match. I'm proud of that one because it was a lot of fun. And then the one when I won the title in the steel cage against Devin Danger with Next Level Pro Wrestling. That one probably tells the best story because it was him and I went at it for a year, and finally it happened.
Can we find these matches on YouTube?
Yeah, Godfather Of Swole channel. You have everything I've done is on it.
Perfect. I will grab those matches from YouTube, and I will put a link to the individual match in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox for anybody that hasn't seen them, wants to see them, wants to re-see them after this interview.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom.
Oh, dude.
This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
Let's rock.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
The immortal Hulk Hogan.
Worst wrestler.
Gilbert.
You're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
I want to work Stone Cold Steve Austin in that one.
Oh yeah. If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Do I want to come out to Real American or the Warrior? Oh, you know what? Hulk Hogan's my favorite wrestler, but I would pick the Warrior song because like, dun, 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 and just run around the ring, shake the ropes, and act all crazy.
Say what you will about the wrestler. The music was popping.
It was, bro. That was one of the best. I even like Batista's too. It has so much energy, or stuff like that. Just something with a lot of dun dun dun, you know.
Yeah. Alright. Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is.
Not dead.
We would have also accepted taste great on toast.
I should say keep kayfabe alive.
Squash. Vegetable or fruit?
Squash is a veggie, isn't it? I think it's a veggie.
Are you locking that answer in?
Yeah.
It is indeed a fruit.
I was this old when I found that out.
It has seeds, so tomato logic.
Huh. Okay.
New Japan wrestler Taichi, his ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
For men, you can't have no butt cheeks hanging out. So it has to cover your butt cheek. At least cover your butt cheek.
So full coverage.
Yeah, I wear booty shorts, those tights.
Okay.
And no butt cheek things out. No butt cheek.
And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
I have not. I'm guilty of not doing that yet.
And that is the correct answer. And that will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me.
Oh, anytime, James. I hope I was entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Or something.
And once again, where can we find all things Godfather on social media?
So Godfather Swole Mafia on Instagram at Godfather Swole Mafia. On Facebook at Godfather Swole Mafia. If you guys want to follow my personal pages, my real name is Rafael Palma. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook that way. I have a lot of wrestling fans and friends that my private pages aren't even private no more. Everything's public. So you want to be my friend, just add me. And that's basically where I'm at. And on YouTube at Godfather of Swole, you'll see all my matches there from all promotions. It's all broken down in categories.
And we could DM you for merchandise, correct?
Correct.
And you have a training, you're a personal trainer, and you have a facility as well, no?
So now I am not involved with the gyms anymore. I am now a physical therapist. I work for a chiropractor in Roseville, Sacramento area. So I work on people's injuries all day now. I switched the career path to the medical side.
Can you give us the information on that as well?
Yeah, Dr. Funk Chiropractic in Roseville, California.
Huh. And you don't have to type it into your Google machine. All of the links to all his social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox. Simply click the link. A new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. You have no excuse. Buy a damn shirt.
Thank you.
Of course. And thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, vote on YouTube and Castbox. This was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews. And follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on Thread, X, and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesShay993. Okay, when I say wrestling wit, you say entertainment, okay?
Okay.
For our very special guest, the Godfather of Swole, KLIQ Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling Wit
Entertainment, baby.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.